Opportunities don't happen, you create them. Chris Grosser. My friends, each and every day, 10 to 15 minutes, that is all we ask from you. Let's jump first into the S&P 500. Everything up for the day except Bitcoin. S&P's up about 0.5%, 0.46 to be exact. Of course, we're going into the second week after the green spinning top and the bottoming that week prior, beginning the 22nd of April. That was the interim bottom. Then things turned around and going up in the right direction. Are things going to keep moving up above where we saw that prior high? The high the week beginning the 25th of March was 524.61. Where are we now? 523.83. 524 to 523.83. We'll see if that's going to be some kind of ceiling here, if it's going to blow through it and move higher and keep on up, or if it's just going to sort of stop there and rotate back down and around. We will see. But for the day, up 0.46%. We're above on the 2-day and the half-day, that weekly trend line. Let's go next to the Qs. That is the NASDAQ 100, the tech stocks. That's where we saw again, what I like to call a more picture-perfect kind of bottom. It was a week late in the turnaround. We hit the interim bottom here this week, beginning the 15th of April, higher than average volume. The next week, not as low, again, a little bit above average volume. And then the turnaround was on this green spinning top with average volume. And again, we're up today 0.64%. And again, we'll continue to watch, wait, and see. Where did we hit the last high? That would have been somewhere in the 447.53, 446.47. So again, not hitting that high yet. Maybe that's going to be a ceiling. That's just something for us to look for, to see if that does pose a ceiling and if the market doesn't go above it, if it hits it and bounces off. May or may not. If it doesn't, it may very well continue further. If it bounces off, then we'll get ready to go short on that. Now, where we are on the Qs, we've just seen the stair steps going up on the 2-day. This is the first day of the latest 2-day candle. It'll finish drawing, of course, tomorrow. We see where the mark was up in the morning, a little further up in the afternoon. Let's leave stocks. Go to 20-year U.S. government bonds, up for the day 0.56%. Again, not hitting the high that we saw last week yet. Not a lot of volume. You can see here, you can see down here. The last time we hit average volume on just the half day, all the way back to May the 9th. Last time we hit it on the 2-day, May the 2nd. Last time we hit it on the weekly or above, 29th of April. So again, we'll continue to wait, watch, and see what's going to happen with bonds. Nothing real exciting, no trigger pullers for us here because, of course, we did not have a peak volume or average or above average at the low. And then the turnaround, sloppy, also had a doji, not any kind of green spinning top, a hard one to call. So we'll just continue. Again, want things to be perfect. We don't have to trade unless it's perfect. So we don't take risks. We don't have to. Let's look at where gold is, up 0.85% for the day. And again, as we look at what gold has been doing, we see where it peaked. And again, we had a red spinning top for a move down. And what did it do? It slid over up some this week, not up to the high of last week. Where's gold going to go? I can't tell you for sure. I don't know. But I am questioning and wondering if it's going to have any ability to sustain this or if it's just sort of messing around and getting ready to go down. Nothing clear there for us to see. I'm thinking because of the high and because of the volume that we saw with the red spinning top that there's some negativity hanging around there. So we'll see if that plays out. Lastly, our big downer, well, our downer for the day, not big for Bitcoin necessarily, down 2.5%. And again, going in the direction we want to see it go. We had the peak in Bitcoin all the way back on the 11th of March. And of course, really dropped off that next week. Couldn't get the energy, tried the next 3 weeks, and since then, been rolling over. We want to see it keep going down, resetting nicely, and then we're just praying that when Bitcoin gets ready to move again, it gives us a beautiful chart to follow. And that when it does that, particularly on the chart that we are practice trading off of, that is the Van Eck Bitcoin Trust, HODL is the symbol, traded like a stock, like an ETF on the market. You don't have to trade it at one of these Bitcoin exchanges that may or may not be stable. And again, just makes it easier to do, works during market hours. That's why we practice it. So that is where we are. Again, week is interesting so far, nothing big and determinative yet, but we'll continue to watch, wait and see. Like I said, we are long on stocks still. Gold is trying to find its way. 20-year bonds are trying to find their way. Bitcoin is negative. God bless my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.